Okay, so we got another one for you. That is this, brand new from Tamiya, hot off the presses, is the CC-02 Unimog. Now, this is the first time we've seen the Unimog on this new chassis, so let's crack it open and take a look. Hi, and welcome to RC Kicks. On today's show, well, we're taking a look at a brand new kit that's just been released, and that is the Unimog body on the CC-02 chassis. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this chassis. Originally, it was released on the G500 Mercedes-Benz, and it just so happens I have one here. And this is my abused, completely swamped, changed, modified version that I have. It's covered in dirt. Now, if you haven't seen any videos on that, I'll put a link up here. Go check that out, because there's many videos that I've done on building it, running it, modifying it, breaking it, swamping it, and then trying to bring it back to life. So go check those out. And that's one of the reasons why I have this. I am a massive fan of the CC-02 chassis. I think Tamiya really did knock it out of the park. Now, hold on. It's not going to be a Traxxas TRX4. So if you're looking for rock climbing, that's the kind of thing you want to go for. The scale's much bigger. This is a fantastic trail truck. This CC-02 chassis is a highly capable trail truck with a few small modifications. So that's why I have this on the show, because that is my truck that I just destroy constantly, and this is going to go on the shelf, as well as this is a limited edition, limited run. So you die-hard Tamiya fans will know the Unimog body has not just appeared on this kit alone. In fact, when I went back through the history to find out how many times the Unimog body has appeared, yeah, I had to make a full list. So the first time that Tamiya put out the Unimog body was way back in 2008, which was the 17th of September. And that was on kit 58414 on a CR01 chassis. So a very different chassis to what we see here today. Then 2 months later, on the 17th of December, there was two kits released. Kit 23661, which was an orange painted body, and a 23662, which was the yellow version. So even back in 2008, they were looking at releasing colours. Now, I'm not sure if these were XB builds or if these were just kits with painted bodies. I didn't have that information. Then, after 2008, we jumped 2 years ahead, and we ended up at the 25th of May 2010, where we finally see this body on a CC-01, and that was kit 58457. Then a year later, we saw it again on kit 57815 on the 25th of May 2011. So yeah, Tamiya really liked to put this body out, that's for sure. Then we jump another year to the 30th of October 2012, and the CC-01 chassis was still around with the Unimog body on it, but it was an XB build. Then we jump from 2012 all the way to 2015, where we still see Tamiya putting out the Unimog body on a CC-01, but it wasn't the Unimog body you see here, it was the Unimog 425. Going on the picture of it, it looks like a slightly more modern version. I mean, they're old-fashioned looking, but it was a slightly more modern version. If you go look at it now, it's old-fashioned, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so they put out a whole different Unimog body. Then we skip all the way over to now, basically. On the 12th of June 2021, we got this kit, which is 58692, and it's finally on the CC-02 platform, which is fantastic because I am a massive fan of the CC-02. If you haven't seen it, I've done a whole other build, run, destroy, modify of a CC-02, which was my G500 Benz. There's another one that's coming of these that hasn't been released yet, to be confirmed. Now, the only information I have on it is it's going to be a painted body with PS32, which is the colour you see here, and that's going to be kit 47465, but there's no date for release. So they're actually doing two options: this kit where you paint it up any colour you want, and a cutout and painted body as well. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. I don't know if they've actually changed their mind and not going to do it or what, but it's supposed to be coming, that's all I know. Right, let's open it up and see what you get for your money. God, that was difficult. Right, the first thing, and one of the things that really drew me to it, is I love these retro wheels. They're so cute. Now you get the rubbish tyres. Now most of the CC-02s come with these tyres, which are scale. So if this is something that you're going to be putting on your shelf and not really going to be driving, then these are a better choice. But if you're looking for performance, these are the tyres that you need, much softer, and they're brilliant. I'll put a link in the description with all the information to get the correct tyres for driving. But these are rock hard and these are lovely and soft, and they're the ones you want. But for this one, this is going to go on the shelf, so I'm going to leave it with the same tyres. I'm going to build this exactly stock. I'll probably put bearings in it. We'll see, as this is barely ever going to be driven, so maybe I'll just do it totally stock. I don't know, we'll see. It depends how many bearings I've got left over. Then you get your ESC. Now the one that should be in this kit is the TBLE04S. I've actually taken it out of this and put it into my Top Force Evo as a bit of a joke, and so I've got the Top Force Evo ESC here, which is fine. I've got hundreds of these, so that's going to go in this kit anyway. Now the body is what it's all about really, and you get 2 sets. So I have no idea what part of this is. That the side bar parts? I honestly don't know. And then you get the body, and it's a quirky looking thing. It really is. But Tamiya seem to like it. They certainly put out quite a few of them. So yeah, quite like that. And then you get some real detail. You get the front grille and everything. And you get lights. You can put an LED light kit in this. Does it not come with an LED light kit? I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Then we have shocks. Yes, you do get oil with these ones. Actually quite surprised how well the suspension does work with these. I think I'm still running the stock suspension on this. Yes, I have it super soft. But yeah, you'd be surprised. When I first saw the CC-02 release and I saw that it had these shocks on it, I thought it's going to be rock hard bouncy. But as you can see from this one, you can actually have them very soft, which is exactly what you want for off-roading. So I'm happy with that. Then we have, what do we have here? Wing mirrors, massive wing mirrors. Wow, they don't look like they'd last very long if you actually drove it properly. It's got huge, great big wing mirrors. Chassis wise, as far as I know, isn't any difference between this one and this one. I don't know if they've changed any of the plastics or anything. So you've got uprights. You can lock the diffs in these as well. You get little plastic inserts so you can lock the diffs permanently. Did I lock? I think I did. Yep, I locked the diffs in this one. Center chassis, bumpers. Now I've seen, this is the actual gearbox, the main gearbox, the center gearbox. I've seen these in metal, but I'm not sure if they were aftermarket or actually Tamiya did it. Then you get a massive bag of parts, silver can motor, lots of plastic bearings. You do get some metal bearings in here. And a lot of the gears, if not all the gears, are pretty much metal, including the diffs. Yeah, the diffs are fully metal as well. Such a shame there's plastic bearings. Then we have a divider. Then we have the rails. Now the rails are plastic, not metal, but don't let that put you off. The chassis is really good. Then you get a box for your receiver. Now I've driven this pretty much completely underwater, and it works quite well. Then you've got your axles. No problems with mine from breaking anything, and I've been abusing the life out of it. One thing I would definitely highly recommend is what works brilliantly in this kit is the Hobbywing Fusion motor, which is what I've got in here, which is the ESC and motor together. Oh my god, this truck loves that. When I put it in, they just work so well. For trailing, you want to be able to go fast enough that it doesn't feel sluggish, but then you want to have the control when you want to crawl really smoothly. And oh, I can highly recommend it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just absolutely adore it. Then we get our links. I'm pretty sure I've changed the links on this one to metal. Yes, I have metal links on this one. Also, I've got brass. I've put some brass upright hubs on this one too, to help with the crawling. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to cut away to do a montage of all the parts in the box, and we'll come back and then we'll do a wrap up. there you go, just a quick look at the Unimog CC-02 that's just been released by Tamiya. Oh, one other thing, yes, it does come with the light kit, which I forget the name of it, is TLU-01. Now there's a TLU-02, which is the one that does all the indicators and stuff that plugs into this, but this will do front lights and back lights that are just on or off. But you can add the second kit to it where you'll get indicators, brake lights when you brake, and that kind of stuff. So it's nice to see this in there as well. What do you think? Have you got a Unimog? Why do you think Tamiya seem to bring out the Unimog so much on different chassis? Surprising, that one, but there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.